Hello everyone. Dynamic certificate generation is one of the key things that a lot of people want in their business. When someone is making a purchase of any product from you, sometimes you may want to send them a dynamic purchase certificate as soon as they are making a purchase. Sometimes you might want to issue some other kind of certificates, maybe a school certificate, maybe a award certificate, or maybe just about any other type of certificate. In this video, I will be telling you how you can generate a dynamic certificate as soon as someone takes a specific dynamic action within your application. So what we will be doing is we will be creating a form, and inside that forms, you or your team member or even the customer directly can fill out a form which includes a first name and the last name and the email address of the person. And based on those three inputs, we will be generating a dynamic certificate and we will be emailing the certificate directly to the person whose email has been placed inside the form. So let me just straight jump to the demo itself. As you can see, we will be using a website or the application which is named as certifier.com. So we will be using this application to generate your certificates. And what we will be doing is we will be creating a form first, and I will be generating and creating the form through Pabbly form builder itself. So I will be going to forms.pabbly.com. So we will be creating a dynamic form which your customers can fill along with their first name and their last name and the email address. And as soon as they fill out that form, we will be instantly sending that data to Certifier for generating the certificate. And once the certificate is generated, Certifier will actually email the certificate directly to the person's email, whatever email is filled inside the form. So let me just start by creating a first form. Okay. So I'll just click on create form button right here. I am already logged in into a Pabbly form builder account. You can basically go to pabbly.com and then you can make a sign up. And once you make a sign up, you will be taken to a dashboard. And on that dashboard, look out for Pabbly form builder application. Okay. So this is the basic form. You can see the first name, last name and the email address. We just need these three fields. So I'm just going to remove this message field from here. And I will be changing the name of the form from connect with us to generate certificate. Okay. And I will be changing the overall name of the form to generate certificate as well. Okay. So I just changed the name of the form. I created a form with three fields, which happens to be first name, last name and email address. Okay. As soon as I do that, I will just save this form by clicking this share button. It will basically save the form and take us to the screen where we can basically check out the form. So you can just copy this link and you can open this form in a new window just to see how does it looks like. So this is how it look like. Okay. Now we will be doing an integration between this form and Certifier with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now Pabbly Connect is an integration application which helps you to bind two separate applications together. And it is not just the form application that you can bind with Certifier or any other application, but even if you have some e-commerce solution like Shopify or WooCommerce, or if you are using some billing software like Thrivecart or maybe Pabbly Billing, you can basically integrate just about any application possible or any application out there. Once the integration is done, whatever action is happening inside a XYZ software, for example, if a purchase is happening inside Shopify, that purchase data can straightforward be sent to Certifier for generation of a dynamic certificate of a purchase certificate. So similarly, you can build just about any integration possible at your end. So in this specific case, first name, last name and email address are three fields that the person can fill. Okay. Now what we will be going to connect.pabbly.com, which happens to be the integration application that we have. And we will be creating our first dynamic workflow. Now what we are going to do is Pabbly Connect is an integration application which helps you to bind two different applications together. So first of all, we will be taking the input of this form to Pabbly Connect. And then once the input is received at Pabbly Connect's end, we will be sending that data directly to Certifier so that Certifier can generate a dynamic certificate. Okay. So let me start by creating a new workflow. So I will just click on this button and I will say automatic certificate generation. Okay, so I'm just writing the name of this workflow as automatic certificate generation. Okay, and I will just zoom it a little bit so that you can see everything clearly. And this is where you see your trigger. So in this specific case, because we are taking the form input from Pabbly Form Builder, I will be choosing the trigger event as Pabbly Form Builder. And the trigger event is new form submission, because we want to receive the data inside Pabbly Connect as soon as a form is submitted. So I will just copy this webhook URL, which has been provided from our end. So I will be taking this webhook URL and I will be clicking this capture webhook button right here. Okay. So it is actually waiting for the response to come through the form. And as soon as the response will come through the form, it will automatically capture the data. Okay. So now we will go back to our Pabbly Form Builder dashboard, and under this integration menu item right here, we will just click this integration menu item right here. You will find a webhook URL, which is webhook menu actually, which is right here. And you just have to click this add webhook button right here and just copy and paste the webhook link from that tab to this tab. Okay. And just save it. Now, by saving this webhook, what will happen is anyone who submits the form right here will automatically receive the data. The form data will be received inside Pabbly Connect, which happens to be the integration application. It will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So let me just try filling out this form. So I will just write first name, last name, and the email address, which happens to be magnetmarketing251@gmail.com. So this is my email address. Okay. I will just click on submit button right here. And you can see your message has been submitted successfully. Now, if we move back to Pabbly Connect, it is still listening for the response to come. And you can see it has listened and it has given you the data, which happens to be the first name, last name, and email address. Okay. Now, the data capturing from form to Pabbly Connect is already done. Now, what we will do is we will go inside Certifier. Okay. We will generate a template of a certificate, and we will take this data from Pabbly Connect here, and we will replace those dynamic tags inside Certifier right there itself. Okay, so let me just save it so that this workflow is saved as of now. Now we will move back to Certifier and we will click on sign in right here. Okay, as soon as I sign in, I am taken to the app page right here because I have already logged in. I am taken straight forward to this app page right here. And then I will just click on design button right here. Okay. And then you have to click this create new design button, which happens to be right here. Okay. As soon as you do that, you can actually see there are a lot of certificate templates that you can choose. So depending upon your need, you can actually choose any certificate template. In my case, I'm just going to choose this template, which happens to be very colorful, and I will be using this specific templates for my use case. If you want to change anything, you can basically say certificate of achievement or whatever you want. You can actually change this specific thing. And you can see this is the recipient dot name dynamic tag, which we need to replace. Okay. And if we want to change anything, we can again change this. This certificate is issued to someone who is filling out the Pabbly form. This certificate confirms that you know how to type. Okay, so I'm just issuing a typing certificate. Type on a computer. Okay, so I'm just issuing a typing certificate. So I just created my certificate right here. And if you want to change anything, if you have to bold something, italicize something, if you want to centralize something, you can basically do that from this specific window. Okay, once the design is saved, just click on save design. Okay, and you can see the design is saved successfully. And now we can actually create some kind of detail. While the certificate is issued, the details will appear and will be shown to the customer who is creating this specific certificate. So I will just click on create detail. So it is asking us for 4 different details. The first detail is type of event to send a certificate. So I can say that it's an online event. So I will just select it online event. Then I will just click on continue, and it is asking us for the online event name. So I will say the event name is typing competition. Okay, so this is a typing competition event. Online event description. This is a typing competition held at XYZ place. Okay, online event duration, I can say that it happened for less than 1 day because it happened for like 1 hour or something. And then I can say online event cost, was it a free event or was it a paid event? I will just select it was a free event. Then I will go and click on continue button right here. And then you can specify at what date you want to expire this certificate. Because I do not want this certificate to expire, I will set no expire date. The level, because typing is an easy thing, I will just mention the level as beginner. And evidence, paste the URL of the web address containing any document, video, etc. belonging to the event. So if you have an event which held at a specific website, you can just list down the website name. In this case, I'm just going to link out a website URL which happens to be pabbly.com. But if the event happened somewhere, you can actually include the evidence of the event that this event really happened. Okay, now you can just click on save and continue. And under the last skill, you can define whoever is getting the certificate, what kind of a skill he is getting. So in this specific case, because it is a typing skill certificate, I will just select it as typing. But if it is a web development, you can actually give the skill of web development, or you can say that this is a person who is expert in XYZ thing. Whatever skill you want to give to a person who has acquired this certificate, you can actually type those skills. And you can in fact type multiple skills as well. In this case, I'm just typing as the skill. Okay, and once the details are created, I'm just going to click on finish. And it says if you want to continue your issue, move forward to choose your issue name and receiver list, otherwise go to details list. Okay, let me just click on continue. What should we name this issue? Name this sending sequence to access later. Don't worry, receivers won't see this name. So you don't even have to worry about this issue and everything, because everything will be issued dynamically with the help of Pabbly Connect. So in this specific case, I'm just going to discard this. Okay, so now I will just go to details. Okay, and you can see the detail is right here, which says typing competition. The status is ready. It is an online event, and this is the date on which this specific certificate is created. Okay, now what we will do is we will now move back to Pabbly Connect. Okay, which happens to be right there. We already captured the data through our form. So now I will move back to my workflow, and then I will just click on plus button right here to create an action step inside this box. The action app will be a certifier, because we want certifier to generate a certificate. So I will just select the app name as certifier, and the action event will be add delivery. Okay, because we want to create a delivery of a certificate. Once the delivery is created, we just have to add a recipient to that delivery option. Okay, delivery is more of a kind of function where you create a delivery option. Think of it as a courier option that you have created. And once you have a courier option with you, you are just going to add different person's name to that courier option, and courier will actually deliver that certificate in real time. So in this case, add delivery is the option action event that you have to choose, and then click on connect with certifier. When you do that, you have to enter a secret key, and you will actually find your secret key by going to the settings menu on the left menu bar inside certifier. And inside that, just click on API and integration and click on reveal secret key. And whatever secret key is revealed, you just have to click and paste that secret key right here. Okay, because I have already connected my certifier account, I will choose this certifier number 2, which is already connected, and it will work just like the same I told you. So I'll just click on save button right here now. And you can see it gave us few options where we can mention the delivery title, the mail subject, the email subject, the email body, and whatever detail you want to add. So the delivery title will be congratulations for the typing certificate. Okay, you can make it whatever you like. The mail subject, the email that the recipient will receive, this will be the mail subject. So again, congratulations for the typing certificate, typing award. In fact, I will say congratulations for the typing award. Okay, thank you for your participation award certificate is attached. Okay, and then you can choose the language, which happens to be English, and then you can select the credential detail, which happens to be typing competition. If you remember, we created this credential detail on the backend. So certifier, if I go back, you can see the typing competition detail is right here. Okay, so I will just choose and select the very same credential detail right here. And design is Kobara. This design is something which we selected when the certificate was created. Okay, let me just show you again. Let me see if we can do that. Oh no. So this was the Kobara design. Okay, so you can just select the Kobara design. And this is the name of the certificate which we created. So I will say that we want to issue the Kobara certificate, and you can actually name it whatever name you want. And based on that, the name of the design certificate will be shown right here. Once you do that, okay, just click on save and send a test request. And as soon as you do that, a delivery ID will be created. Okay. So you can see delivery created with the ID in the response data. So this is the data, the delivery ID is created. Now this delivery ID is necessary because we want to send, or we want to add a recipient to this delivery. And as soon as we add a recipient to this delivery, all the recipients will start to get the email with this specific subject line and this specific body. Okay. So let me just try adding recipient to this specific delivery ID itself. So I'll just click on plus, choose a app. So I will be choosing the app name as Certifier again. Okay. And then I will say add recipient to a delivery. Okay. And then I will just connect with Certifier. Okay. And again, I'm just going to choose my login detail, which happens to be the very same which I used previously. And I will click on save. Now it is giving me all the delivery IDs right here. Okay. So in this specific case, if you want, you can just select one of the delivery IDs. Let me just see what was the delivery ID previously. So the delivery title was congratulations for the typing certificate. So I'll select with the very same delivery ID, which happens to be congratulations for the typing certificate. The recipient name, this is something that we captured on the step 1 of the form, which happens to be Neeraj Agrawal. So I will just change the recipient name to be first name, which happens to be Neeraj space Agrawal. Okay, don't worry about the key of this key value pair. Only the value will be sent to certifier. Okay, and then we have the recipient email. So recipient email will be magnetmarketing251@gmail.com. I just mapped it from the step 1 where we captured the form response. Again, do not worry about the key, only the value will be sent. And then the issue date. Okay, issue date needs to be in the format as shown here. You can also map the current date of today. And to do that, we can actually run a spreadsheet function just above this step. In this specific case, I will just copy this, but I will later show you how you can specify the current date as well. So I'll just copy it. I will just paste it right here. And the date today is 15th December. So I will just add 12th 15. And this is the UTC time zone. So I will just mention 01 AM. So this is the AM time at which I am issuing a certificate. Okay, 01 AM on 15th of 12th, 2020. Okay, but if you really want to change this time to a current time, just above this step, create a spreadsheet function, and you have to run a now time, which actually gives you the current time, and you can actually map that current time right here. I will show you after this whole certificate is generated, and I will leave the expiry date as blank because we do not want to change anything. And do we have to quick publish? You can issue the credential to the recipient directly when the recipient is created. So we will say yes, quickly publish it. And then we will just click on save and send a test request just to see if our certificate is getting generated. And you can see recipients added successfully to the delivery. And this is the data. And now if we head back, okay. Now if we head back to the magnetmarketing251@gmail.com email address, we will actually receive a certificate in just about 2 minutes. I believe it takes about a couple of minutes to get the certificate. So we will just wait for about 2 minutes to see if we receive the certificate. As you can see, we have received the certificate. It arrived by the name of verified, and you can see the title is congratulations for typing award. And this is the very same subject that we used in the delivery. So if I go back to Pabbly Connect, and if you see the delivery, you will see the congratulations for the typing award title is right here. And this is the very same we arrived. If I open it, it says Pabbly Connect issued typing competition certificate for you. Thank you for your participation. Award certificate is attached. And if someone clicks the button, which happens to be this button, view in browser, you will be taken to the typing competition certificate window right here. And you can see typing competition online event, Pabbly Connect skills is typing. And you can see the certificate is generated by the dynamic name right here. And if you want, you can download a PDF certificate. So the person who is getting this certificate, he can download the PDF certificate, or else he can also download a PNG certificate as well. So let me show you. So this is how the certificate looks like, so that they can take out the printout of the certificate. And if they want, they can also take the PNG image. Okay. The evidence is right here. So this is the reference link of pabbly.com. And this is the description of the event that happened. And you can see issued on date is right here. Expires on, there is no expiry date. The level is beginner, duration less than 1 day, cost was free, and the event type was online event. So you can see all the details are right here at the time of generating the certificate. Now the amazing thing is, what we have also done is, now I will just close down this windows so that you can see all the things at one place. So what we have done is we have mapped everything right here. You can see Pabbly Form Builder, we received the form submission. As soon as a form submission is received, we created a delivery, and based on that delivery, we are adding recipient to the delivery. So you can see we have just added the recipient to the delivery as well. Okay. So I will just try to fill out this form again. I will be using the very same email address, but this time I will be choosing a different name so that you can understand how this whole thing will work. So I will just reload this form again. Okay. And I will be choosing a different name altogether. So it says Tim Kennedy, and I'll say Magnet Marketing 251@gmail.com. Now you can give this form link to your team members who can essentially generate certificate for different people who have participated in the competition. Okay, so they can just use this form to generate certificates, and as soon as they enter the email address of the person, that person will straightforward get a certificate in their email inbox. So we have submitted that form. Your message is received successfully. Just a second. We will again get another email with verified right here. So I will wait for about a minute now. And you can see the second certificate has arrived at magnet.marketing251. If you click on view in browser, you will see the certificate with a different name which says Tim Kennedy. Okay, I hope you understood how the whole system works and how you can generate dynamic certificate with the help of forms. I just want to tell you one more thing as well. Okay, when we created this certificate, we added a issued date which happens to be a static date. If you want to replace this static date with a dynamic date, just add a plus button right here. So between these two steps, we are adding another step. So I'll just click on plus. Choose the app name as number formatter. Okay. Choose the action event as a spreadsheet formulas. So just choose spreadsheet formula. Connect with number formatter right here. And under formula, okay, we actually have a full list of formulas that you can use. So just click on check full list here. Okay. And we have the full list of spreadsheet formula that you can use. We want to use current date time, so you can just use now right here, and you can just paste the formula right here, which happens to be now. As soon as you do that, and as soon as you do a save and send test request, you will see we actually sent you a data which happens to be the current date time automatically. Now going inside the next step, you will have to just reload this page once because we added this step in middle. So just reload this step once, this whole workflow once. And as soon as you do that, spreadsheet formula, it already has the date. So go inside certifier and just replace this date. Okay, just replace this date with the with the number formatter date right here. Okay, so you can just place the date right here, and you can see it always gives you the recent issue date. Okay, and once you do that, just run a save and send test request once again to see if everything is working fine, and apparently it would. And you can see recipient added successfully to the delivery. And if you wait again for 1-2 minutes, you will again get a certificate right here in your inbox. So I'll just wait for about couple minutes again. See, the third certificate has arrived now. I'll just click on that. You can see if you click on view in browser, you will see the issue date will be mentioned on the certificate. So the name again is Neeraj Agrawal, and if you go down, you will see the issue date is right here. Okay, so I think I cleared you how you can create a certificate, a dynamic certificate with the help of Pabbly Connect. And even though we captured the initial webhook from your form solution, so if you see, we captured your initial webhook from form solution, but instead you can actually capture this webhook from Thrivecart, Pabbly Billing, or just about any kind of billing software out there. And as soon as you do that, you can actually generate and issue a purchase certificate as well. So again, I hope you found this tutorial useful. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, you can reach out to our team at admin@pabbly.com. Thank you.